Yes, it is.
Depressed.
The buttons are sad. I hope you guys are happy.
All right, let's do this thing. Right on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida. 9 years plus and still running. Who would have ever thought they'd last this long? Lunch with no other than the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another exciting edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours, because they deserve to be questioned.
Highly questionable.
Yes, it is a new week, and isn't there supposed to be a release this week?
Yes, there is a release a couple of days from now. This Thursday.
Yeah, because next Monday is. I don't know, but like, I did have cats. I've got one cat up in a box, but Tyrion was in a box for like a hot second, and then decided to go chasing Lily.
Next Monday.
But giveaways are open on both streams. That is, if you want to get into the streamer bundle, you do need to do ! Bundle me on both streams. If you want to get on Laz's Steam key giveaway, you need to do ! I love free shit. If you want the Steam key giveaway on my side, remember, always better odds on my side. You need to pound the bootay.
Pound it.
Yes. But yes, giveaways are. I don't know what we're going to do on Monday.
Yeah, what's Monday?
It's Monday. I don't. So you'll laugh at this. My phone was on Do Not Disturb this morning.
Yeah.
My first meeting starts at 7:15.
Okay.
And I woke up at 7:11 to why didn't my alarm go off? And then it's like around 9:30, I discovered, everything's on Do Not Disturb.
Do Not Disturb. I love Do Not Disturb.
Oopsies.
It works very nice.
Yes.
But welcome
Yes.
to today's show, boys and girls. It is Monday, Manic Monday, September 23rd, 2024, here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. And if you missed it over the weekend, we had the Bug Brigade Party, the fourth
Yes.
annual. If you look over my shoulder, I got a booby prize for the
Oh, you did?
fourth annual Bug Brigade
That's
booby
another
fishing prize.
Oh, you stayed around for the fishing stuff?
No, it was only the second hour. You should have been there for it.
Oh no, I think I left before the uh, uh the fishing started. I will say that I will provide some feedback on uh the attendance. So they did several activities during the party. However, and they were broadcasting on WRFB. However,
WRFB, Radio Free Britannia.
they would say instructions once and then play several songs and not keep people updated as far as what was going on.
Now, the instructions
So
were in text in game, so all you had to do is scroll
it,
back.
no, they were not always in
Everything I
in
saw
chat,
was.
but they weren't repeating stuff or
Well, that was
so
Ravlock
what
saying
happens.
it's a scavenger hunt, not a scavenger give hints.
I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, well, yeah.
should have paid
Uh,
better attention,
again, yeah, you can't afford to pay attention because
no, I was looking back and it's like for the first part of the scavenger hunt, it's like if you missed the instructions, then you were SOL. And then it went to the second one, which was meet Ravalox on the dock somewhere. And at that time he was playing around in his invisible mode. It's like, where's the repeat of instructions? Because that was done in on WRFB. So if you missed it, it's like, what's going on around here?
Yeah, I don't recall hearing really any instructions over the radio personally. But
It was, yeah, it was for the first two parts of the scavenger hunt.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
I also wasn't there for the first half hour because I was still out of
yeah.
the house.
I did leave after a while because I got bored, and I got other things to do.
But I also got two other cool items, which if you had stuck around, if you already hadn't gotten it,
No, I got nothing.
you would have gotten a title for fishing, which would have been the Master Angler title. Which I
Okay.
gotta just look at it. Where is it? Yes, the Master Angler title, which you'll see right there. Which everybody who participated in the fishing contest got that title. And then
Okay.
the pole at your feet.
Yeah, I did. I got none of that.
Tad's pole fishing rod,
Yeah.
which I would have thought might have been a better variant of the fishing pole for something they were giving away. Because
Yeah.
this is a standard, looks like just a standard fishing pole.
Yes. It is not a indestructible one.
Yeah, check your titles, Conjure Dragon,
Uh,
or again, take a double check your mail because it was probably one of those.
yeah.
Who
I
sent
did
that
not
out?
get any mail.
Yeah, that would have come from Allium, and says Ask Master Angler title in the title of the
Yeah.
the email, if you want to call it email. But yes, very cool. It was a party. Uh, Not
Yeah.
bad turnout. Almost 35, 40 people showed up, depending on what time you were there.
Yep.
Yeah, Conjure, it was playing from every radio on the dock, and yes, it only has limited range. If you turn on a
Yes.
radio, the radio only has range of a lot. Not even that. The range, I think, is the width of the lot. So, like from that wall to that signpost, it's only the 15 meters. So, the further you get away from it, the best way to listen to the radio always when you're at a party um, is to go to wrfb.rocks/soda, SOTA.
Yeah, that doesn't really sound like a lot to me.
Yeah. So the other thing, okay, so the other thing that I will say about the party, okay, so lads, can you go to the forums real quick?
I can.
Okay.
Where are we going?
Can you tell me where in the forums is the release party or the fourth anniversary party discussion?
It's not.
It's not. So if you
No.
didn't pay attention to the release 129 notes to see it,
It's right there at the beginning of the notes, right underneath the subscription
hey,
updates.
what happens if you forgot there and you were looking at the forums for
Well, then you should
these
have
things?
luck.
Yeah. Whoops.
Well, yeah.
Whoops. Oh man. Da, 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 da.
Yep, if you didn't see it here, it looks like the Twitter bot on the website is acting up again.
Oh.
Nothing to see here yet.
Whoopsies.
But Econdis was there. That was surprising.
Oh yeah.
That was surprising. And again, you missed it. You missed it. So
Yeah. I'm hoping that I get the mail for attending these things that hey, I was there.
yeah, Conjure says he repeated the bug hunter date invite in the German forum because I assume no one reads the
Yes,
patch notes. You know, no
correct.
one reads any of those foreign language forums either. Even though I notice you
Hey,
pointing one of
so,
the
so, so
players to
some of the
the
German
French
players may
forums.
have.
No, because just
We've got
about
more German players than French players. So
yeah, but all the Germans speak English.
yes,
How do
we
I
hope.
notice? Because I lived in Germany for 2 years. Yeah, English is a second language for yeah.
The English?
As many of them speak more than two languages. How many languages do you speak, Cadre Dragon? I'm curious how many he actually speaks besides English and German. Only the two.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a handful of words in French.
Who doesn't know a handful of
He
words?
knows how to say like "fuck you" in French, and
Yeah, right.
The only thing I really know in French is "Voulez-vous accuser avec moi?"
I don't know. I know French
yes.
toast, French fries, French bread.
Hey, but someone's stirring some shit on the forums.
Somebody
Simon,
stirring some shit on the
1974.
forums. What? No, never.
With the vault items, we have never bitched and complained about this shit before. But Simon, 1974, says, get rid of them. A lot of those items could easily be added to the seasonal contents we already have. You can create new seasonal content and the rest of regular add the rest to the regular Crown Store. I'm not sure if there's a point to have vault items anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm going to stop you right there, Simon, and say don't even do that. Just get rid of the vault
Get
altogether
rid of them.
because most
They
of that
were
shit
never
shouldn't
supposed to be
even be available to the general public.
correct. They
Yeah.
should have never been coming back. Because if we go to the in-game vault,
Oh,
so
you're gonna
let's
go
open up
there?
the Crown Shop. From the vault,
What's in the vault
the
today, this week?
the spotted rabbit was like a 2015 item that was supposed to be retired in 2015 or something like that. I may have the year wrong. The Darkstar sword was only supposed to be available during the one telethon in which it was a bonus item. Some of the other items also the same thing. The Kobold Archer mask, they retired those masks from the add-on store, so those should also be gone. I think the Black Squirrel was a pledge item.
I forget what the black squirrel was.
Yeah,
I know the floral stained glass was also one of those
those were telethon items. Yeah,
Peloton items, as well as the wedding dress. Although the black trim pinstripe tuxedo, I don't recall that being. I remember a dyeable tuxedo, but I don't remember a black trim pinstripe one.
tint. Yeah, I don't remember where that one came from, but yes, they need to fix those things. Get rid of them because they're supposed to be rares. Delete all the vault items because how much money did Portnip lose by people canceling subscriptions and not reinvesting those monies?
Lots and lots.
There are so Dwip has the question, any changes made to them or are they exact copies? They are exact copies with the word Vault Edition
with
beside it.
with the addition of Vault Edition that 99% of the time only you can see. So
Yes.
most of the time somebody else sees it, they can't make the difference between a vault item and the
Vault
real
Edition,
item.
yeah.
You know, if you
And
put the squirrel pet on your lot, you know, they might be able to see Vault Edition, but if you have it running around as a pet behind you, more likely than not, they won't be able to see that. And
so
I'm not
let's go
spending
ahead
1,000
and
kodos to prove that.
let's go ahead and bring up the Soda Wiki for the Black Squirrel. Okay.
Hey, give me a link when you got it. Since
I did paste the link in chat.
You already did. Good enough.
Okay. So
Pay for the month.
the originally priced at $10. Kodo price, $10. The funny thing is, wasn't the vault items also supposed to be at a premium?
Yes. Vault price, $10.
Shroud math.
Yeah, which it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a higher price in the vault.
Yes.
How about the spotted rabbit?
Yes, let's go look for spotted rabbit. We both have to do a search on that one. White rabbit with black spots.
Also $10.
Yeah, imagine that. Shroud math.
Also $10 in the vault.
Yeah. Yep. And technically the Crown's price is actually cheaper because if you get Crowns, you get a little bonus.
Well, depending on where you're getting your crowns.
Which
Yes.
package that you get.
Crown shop price updated as of R114. So apparently they're going around still and dicking with prices even recently. Why in release 114, which was just a few months back, are they dicking with prices?
Couldn't tell you. And
Oh,
let's see.
I can tell you. Somebody said, these prices are too high. They shouldn't be so high. And then somebody went back and said, oh, they should only be 1,000 kodos. And then they went back and changed 1,000 kodos, but they forgot to look up the fact that Crown Shop prices for vault items are supposed to be intentionally higher than the original
Yes.
price so that if you want them, you're going to pay the premium, which of course they could have just opened their own store and taken a cut of the, insider trades and made money that way. But, let's just devalue the devaluation of the devalued vault items.
Well, not only that, but you also have to the upset previous people that had said that were told, hey, this is only going to be available this time.
Yeah.
And they spent lots of money to buy those items. Whoopsies. And completely disenfranchise a bunch of people. It's the same reason that it's like
of the not doing what we said. Yes.
Yeah.
Winfield says, "What about the Hobloth wooden case container? That was never vaulted, right? It's extremely rare."
It was vaulted.
That's
it
vaulted.
was vaulted.
Yeah, it's vaulted.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
it's shown up several times.
It was just on sale just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And a lot cheaper than the original $250 that was being charged for them on the open market.
$25. It was $25 each.
Well, when they first came out. And
it was $25
after they came out, there was a certain person who was selling them for $250 a piece, if you remember.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, those went for $350 in resale, $250 if you knew who to get them from.
Yeah.
Yeah. $250 if you knew the story, you would have never bought one.
Yeah, I mean, if you knew it's randomly going to be available for like $10, you would have never touched it.
Well, that too.
But let's go back to the vault items discussion. Sentinel 2, in my opinion, at best, the vault was a bad idea. I agree with you wholeheartedly. It was a horrific idea. It was only there because, hey, we have these assets. Let's just resell them. Oopsies. My impression is the vault reduced the value of any of my rare items to meh items. Renaming them didn't feel like it made much of a difference. Yeah, it's a lot of people. When I hear rare, it sends me twitching. I hear the word and know what my dictionary says it is. Guess I'm using the wrong Webster dictionary then. I'm pretty sure I'm not alone with that feeling. Apologies if anyone is offended, not my intention. I don't normally post like this here, not my norm. However, it does bother me considerably after all the money spent on them. I agree wholeheartedly
give that
with
boy
you,
a cookie.
Sentinel.
Give that boy a cookie.
Berrigan, the vault seems to be my only hope of ever getting an original cornucopia, as neither nobody has this item or they're not willing to sell it. As the way it's supposed to be.
Yes,
if no one wants to sell it.
That's the whole point. That's what makes it rare.
Yes.
That's what makes it keep its intrinsic value.
Yes. And if Port Nip is really worried about that intrinsic value and getting that money, what they should do is open up their own marketplace, take a percentage of every single real money transaction, and hold the items in escrow. If they're not willing to do that, they're not willing to do anything. And Sentinel 2 understood. That's why rare items I obtain in other games are actually unavailable if nobody's willing to sell it. Correct. Or the prices are so high, people complain about it on the forums. You know what? Not a problem. ESO, for example, is my other MMORPG. There are items I'll never be able to get, and quite a few are very attractive. And so I figure I'll eventually be able to, from the vault, just wait a few weeks, which is the wrong way to do things. That is not what all the backers were promised until 3 years ago, they changed everything and said, hey, let's bring back the vault, or let's put in the vault and let's also add heritage items, no trade. And remember, the heritage no trade, they killed last year. And we applauded them for that decision. It only took them 2 years to realize the mistake that heritage was. And
it took a certain somebody, I don't know who that might have been, to point out that maybe you should go look at the revenue that's being brought in from repackaging these items that you decided to, bring this in, make them no tradable, and then you can repackage them for resale and see how much money that brought in since the inception. And somebody finally listened to a certain somebody, and they went and did their homework. And when they realized they hadn't made any money over the last couple of years, or a very minuscule amount, they realized that the juice was not worth the squeeze. And at that point, it was like, well, oopsie, we might as well get rid of this. And again,
as far as
Ravlox is on the right path. He's already mentioned in previous live streams that he would like to get rid of the vault.
A couple of months ago.
Yes, he would like to get rid of the vault.
A couple of months ago, that after I prompted the question about vault items, he did say that is something they are looking at. The problem is that how long, when? When?
I am just going to implore him to be proactive and follow through, because follow through is the toughest part around here. We say we're going to do a lot of things, but the follow through is it's like the Seinfeld reservation joke. You know how to take the reservation, you just don't know how to keep it. As if you knew how to keep it, you would have a car here for me. You know how to talk about it, but you don't know how to actually take it out of the game. So let's get a little proactive there, and let's really look at this, and let's see if we can't take some action and make this so. Don't move anything into I'll give you a handful, like maybe the Dark Star things you can put for Dark Star's birthday, and add them to the rest of those items that you've already made part of those seasonal items, because I understand they're parts of sets. So I would budge on that.
All of that, if it came from a telethon, should be gone. It doesn't matter if it's part of a set or not.
I understand that, but they've made them.
It's the same way that anything that has a date that is not this year should also be removed from the Crown Shop.
Absolutely. Anything that has a prior year's date associated with it should no longer be for sale after that year. And I can understand even selling it for the entirety of the year. If you put out, a 2015 Christmas tree, I can understand selling that until the 2016 tree comes out, but then it goes away. Same thing.
That also removes the incentive for people to do shit and log in during the period where the items are for sale. So bring, like, if you have a 3-month span for Christmas items or Halloween items or whatever, it's only like after, say, October 30th, you shouldn't have Halloween items at all. It's the same way that after Christmas, although you do run into Eastern Orthodox Church celebrating Christmas on January 7th.
Well, then you got to look at certain other
Yeah, or
factors,
Yule. Yeah.
like the beginning of this month, we not only saw Halloween decorations, we saw Thanksgiving decorations, and we saw Christmas
Yes.
decorations go up in September.
Yeah.
So should we stick to the traditional norms of retail selling, or should we stick to the norms of month of the event selling? That's another question that needs to be asked because selling Christmas items in September to me is still way too early.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But
I agree with you there.
but it's it's the way the world works.
Yes. But it should be working better.
Yes. But it should be working right now.
Well, the thing that we should be working on right now is me trying to, that won't let me
Closing
go
our
to the
giveaways.
MooBot, close the MooBot, and announce a wiener, and then
Absolute
reopen
hermit.
it and mail out the streamer bundle to Morkin, because Morkin is not on the set.
Hate when that happens.
It's okay. It's okay. Being on the set makes it easier to trade.
It does.
There you go, Morkin. Check your in-game mail, because that cost me a whopping 15 gold.
I want my 15 gold back.
Yeah. If you think about that, the history of purchasing that Portnip lost, Laz and myself was about $700 a month.
Hundreds of dollars a month.
Hundreds of dollars. And currently, they receive $9 a month from the both of us. And that's only because Laz subscribes. I do not anymore.
One of us. Yeah.
Yes. From one. Exactly one of us.
Yes, and I'm not upping my subscription to get more of something I'm not using.
Yeah.
If anybody was paying attention, they might have noticed the 16,000 plus Kodos that are sitting up there because I rarely use my Kodos.
And I have a bunch of Kodos from when I how many Kodos do I have? 42,000
to the stream.
I've got 42,000 Kodos because I sold a bunch of deeds to CC a long time ago.
Yeah. And the only time that number goes down is if I happen to need or wanted to buy something and I would buy the Kodos from you.
Yeah. For a little bit better than what's his face's prices for Kodos. But yeah, it is one where it's like, hey, we are glad that they finally started looking at how to make money. Last month they did during their live stream, but has there been any action on that forum post from them? No. It's like,
well, I'm not expecting people to go, I changed my subscription, I changed my subscription, I changed my subscription. I'm not,
Well, I was talking about how do they get more people to subscribe, and
Dr. L says, I'm
Do
working on
do
planning
the
early retirement from that sweet Portalarium seed invest money that I will be rolling in any day now. Yeah, is you
yeah.
can take that to the bank.
And remember, legally, they cannot actually kill the business entity known as Portalarium because it's still receiving money every single month from subscriptions, because that's going to the EIN associated as far as the reporting of taxes. So hopefully somebody's paying those taxes for Portalarium still,
oh
but we
no,
don't know.
oh no.
Otherwise, somebody's committing tax fraud. Chris Spears. Did we ever figure out why they don't change the billing to catnip? Yes.
Yes, I
We've
have.
told you multiple times.
Well, we've told you that we know. We just can't discuss it. At least I can't discuss it.
I have never had that conversation with them, but I can.
Yes.
I
Well,
if they,
again, yeah, we've had
it's all
discussion.
theory.
Yeah, we've had the discussion amongst ourselves, amongst other things, and
Yes.
we've done several different tests to show what can and But again, I have had that discussion off the record, and
Yeah.
I have committed to keeping that information off the record because if I didn't, then I wouldn't be any better than those folks who say one thing and then do another thing. And as a news person, as a journalist, as your trusted source of information, yeah, I'm not going to go breaking that trust with them, nor am I going to break that trust with you guys and gals, because if I did, you guys wouldn't trust us anymore. And that's just, integrity. Thank you, Conjure Dragon. So while I do know the answer, unfortunately, I cannot share that information with you guys and gals. But yes, I do know.
We have discussed the reasons in multiple live streams as far as why we think
Yes.
it wasn't, and you can extrapolate from our thoughts what the answer is. How about that answer?
How about
But
those?
yeah.
Yeah. Those tomatoes.
Yes. Oh, tomatoes?
I don't know. Those those
I-
apples. How about them apples? How about those tomatoes? Yeah.
I mean, those idioms don't really mix and match.
Yeah. Well, it's Shroud, baby. It's Shroud, baby. What can I say?
Are you going to apply some Shroud logic to these things?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Also, got to apply some weather logic. There is a slight chance of a hurricane hitting here by Wednesday, so that may hinder some streaming. May or may not hinder some streaming, depending on the way in the track
Yeah.
of the storm. So
Yeah, it looks like it's going to hit northern Florida right now, based
well,
off that track.
yeah.
That cone of uncertainty
Yes, but
after it gets past the Yucatan Peninsula.
yes, on the east side of that though is we will be getting a lot of that weather.
Yeah, you'll get
Thankfully it's thankfully it's on
wind
the
and
east
rain.
side, not on the west side.
Yeah.
So yeah,
They could just swing straight into the Gulf and hit Texas and
it
bring
could
me some
come
rain.
could come straight up and go right into Louisiana. Absolutely. So I
Yeah,
don't know yet, but we'll keep you posted as the weather forecast updates. And when I know tomorrow a little bit better or Wednesday, well, then you guys and gals will know as well. So,
you'll know
but
something.
just
Maybe
giving you all a heads up. Also, another big heads up. Not this Friday, but next Friday. Or should I say, not this Thursday, but next Thursday will be our last stream because we're going to take a week off. So from the 4th through the 11th, we will not be here in the beginning of October. So you're going to have to find something to occupy that
and
second week
one
of
of those
October.
days I have jury duty, so
Yeah. Good
We'll
timing.
see if I'm dismissed.
Yeah.
What's the fun question to ask during jury duty selection? If we find the law unethical, isn't there a way that we can find the person guilty, but say that the law is invalid, therefore they're not guilty? Right? Yeah. Override the law. Yes.
Yeah. You need a whole jury to do that, though.
So what? But as soon as you put that in there,
Crimson Tempest has
yes.
rated us with a
What is
party
jury
of 7.
nullification? Yes. What is
Yes.
jury nullification?
Welcome, everybody, from Crimson Tempest stream, and welcome to NBNN News. Make sure you type in exclamation bundle me for a chance to win in-game streamer bundles, exclamation I love free shit for a chance to win a mystery Steam key on my stream. And don't forget to join twitch.tv/Cinesist and type in pound the bootay for a chance to win over there as well.
Yes. Okay, so which topic are we going to next there, Laz?
All right, so do you want to get one of these outstanding topics, or do you want to get one of these new topics?
Whatever.
Let's do
They're all the same to me.
let's do regarding tightropes from Spoon.
It's regarding tightropes from the Release 129 stream. Ravalox and Alley-Oop. I disagreed that you'd need new tech to accomplish the tightrope wish here. Sure, we can't do a completely freestyle place anywhere thingamajig, but we can easily add a thin pool of collision detection line to something existing and accomplish most of the wish by giving us players something to play with. I mean, we can mostly do all that with the green awning already placed with its poles with a collision surface on top. It was just very much thinner. So, for instance, all we'd need to do is copy and paste the existing asset Shogun light string with its placement rules. It already has 2 poles with collision detection that we need to be level and a rope, alas, without collision detection on the rope lamps. If I had such an asset, I could easily be able to have some fun setups of tight ropes between things. That's still them adding collision and a surface on the rope. Given some creativity, that assets rules, I could easily set up more creative things like, here's these things. Now, mind you, we players, of course, go much further than that. Now, this could be fun. Whatever. If only people died. And alley-oop with the rules for placement on that aren't quite what you think they are. It would have been nice if you had the green boxes with the collision on the rope that we could see their alley-oop instead of just the picture of the asset.
Yeah, now before we get to the next one, I'm just going to point out what Spoon is making the assumption of is not always proper, because we just assume that you could take the vendor sell list and just copy the code and make a vendor buy list.
That's my brother. Hold on.
We're holding. But, there are certain things like, the buy sell list, like this vendor list here that, people want a version of this, but with the buy list. And of course, we all know that we just said, well, why don't you just copy the existing code and then just change the, pointer to point towards the buy list, and that should be it. But they go, no, it's not that easy. So, yeah. Ropes with surfaces are already in a game. Think of the pretty tight rope over the river in northeastern Harvest. Can you walk over that tight rope? That's the question. Let's go out to Harvest. Let's. I have to wait for Jack to get off the phone before we can go look at this, because maybe that's one of those things that you can point out in this thread there, Conjure, is and show that that is actually extremely possible already. But actually, I'm just gonna head out there. Harvest, huh? And you said where in Harvest? Northeastern Harvest. Okay, so I guess if I guess should start with what, the west exit? We will take a look. Yeah, well, you would think that is, but can you walk over these lamps? Are these lamps over here actually, getting in the way of that, or can they just get rid of those lamps and do it? Okay, so east, northeast, let me see on the map here where we want to go. Holy crap, so where am I going on this map here? Northeastern over what, Condra? Where would that actually be? And is there a signpost here too? Or am I just going to have to hop on a horse? And we'll go all the way to the northeastern area. As we gallop along. Head east, young man. Oops. Okay. So many things in the way. So how far northeast are we going? At the river, far northeast. Okay. I'm almost there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up over here. I have to turn around and at the river, far northeast. Take this bridge over here. And then we're going to go over here. I'm going to take this bridge over here. Okay. Going further northeast, so. At the river, far northeast. Are you talking about up here? So, up over where? Okay. It's up the mountain, far over the waterfall. So that would be deep. Over the bridge and then around the curve. Okay, so over the bridge, and then around the curve. Okay, let's follow around the curve. Okay. Oh, look at this. He's here. Looky here. So, yeah, okay. So, what the fuck? We already have the tech in the fucking game. What is the problem? Conjure Dragon, you know some shit about this game that even, surprises me. Look at that shit. So, for example, I'm gonna, yeah, nice one, Conjure Dragon.
And there's a landmark, tightrope over the tightrope, so they knew it is there.
Yeah. So there's no reason for them not to be able to give Spoon. Oops, and there goes the fall because I walked off. And at least it's over water. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you to go ahead and reply to that with screenshots, and don't use Discord for your screenshots because yeah, I'm gonna have to come up over here. But absolutely, can I get up all the way over here? No, I can't. I have to go all the way back around. But thank you for showing that to us, and thank you for sharing that knowledge because again, sometimes even I didn't know that existed in the game. And one more time where even the people who are running the game don't seem to know what they have in their own game half the time. And there's Conjurer who's been out there exploring even the tiniest little areas.
Okay,
That
so where am I going?
you're gonna come all the way out
Oops,
to.
fuck!
But
I went a little bit too far. I was on a horse. And I
yeah,
went out of the map twice.
yeah, you got to come to the very. There's a keep up at top
Yeah,
of the at the northeastern corner,
okay.
and when you get over to this bridge over here, you got to follow over the bridge and up and around the curve, and there's a big tightrope right over the fucking river, dude. I mean,
That's funny.
exactly what they say
And
they can't
and
do. Yeah.
Laz, you know what you're up. Yes, we're aware of them saying things that, hey, we don't know how to do this. This thing's not. We got to build new tech for things, and you're like, it already exists. It's like Shroud math, man.
Yeah, but
Shroud logic.
this is just too funny because when you see this and you go, what the hell are you talking about? It already exists in the game. Yeah. But apparently, people don't know that it already exists until somebody like Conjurer comes along and goes,
Yes.
"Hello, McFly, here it is." And I'm running back around now. It's taking me a minute to get back up here. But are you in the scene? Yes,
I
you
am
are.
in the scene.
I'm
I'm
going.
up.
I'm going to party you just so
So
you can get
it's
it
not
quicker.
there.
Yeah, this way you can see where I am.
Where? I was going the right side first time.
Yeah.
It's running around the. It's where I kept on like going out of the map on accident. Come on.
I mean, this is just too funny. And Conjurer's out here setting fireworks off on the tightrope. You're too much, Conjurer.
So how do I get up there?
You gotta follow the road, man. Pull up your map. There's only one way up, so.
Damn it! I got to go through the town,
Yeah, you do. You're going the
which
wrong
means I
way.
need. No, I have to go through the town to get to that road.
Oh, okay.
which means I
Oh
have to
yeah,
get off the horse.
yeah, you came through the fence there. Yeah, no, you got to come back through the town and come back up that road. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I was
Absolutely. Yeah,
trying to get to the road.
there you go. Now follow that all the way up and around.
Where's the fucking road?
And it's funny because if you look on the map, there's actually a marker that says fucking tightrope. The fucking marker that says tightrope, for crying out loud.
Fucking let me up, you piece of shit.
I've got to screenshot this because this is just too fucking much.
Okay. I
Yeah.
believe I am on the road now.
There you go. But this is just funny. Look at this map. Again, map marker that says fucking tightrope. That's just too much.
Crossing the little bridge.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Gotta love. Yeah, what's a map? Yeah.
Maybe I should move my keep lot over here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's do this and then we'll. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So we'll take this screenshot and it's yeah, us on the tightrope with the map that says fucking tightrope. Yeah. And I mean, this is just too funny. And again, Conjure, you are the man. So, props to you, buddy. Props to you for pointing out that we actually have the tech in the game that can be used. And the funny thing is him setting off the fireworks. I like that. So I believe I have some fireworks.
I also love the fact that the tightrope is between our legs right now.
Well, you know, I understand that we have limitations. Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm hanging on with my crotch, you know, but it is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah. Let's get to
now I've got a foot on it.
Yeah, let's get to the final part of this. Yeah.
You mean the Conjurers? If it helps, we have several tight uses of tight ropes in the game.
Yeah, actually, he does point that out in there, so he doesn't even have to do it. But I would add screenshots. Yeah.
Yes.
See, it's really great when somebody like Conjurer comes back, and Conjurer's got the Bug Hunter title on him.
Yes.
Congratulations. And in Vardantis Mines, there is a tightrope which can be used to balance between the two towers, as far as he says he can remember too. So, yeah, tight ropes in the game, as we're pointing out here too. So, Spoon, I think, yeah, it's possible to do because we're walking the tight ropes right here, and they're in the game. So.
Yeah. And they would just have to add that to the items. But we know how hard these things are for the team. But Laz, it's time for us to recall back to the lot.
Already doing it.
And me to log back into MooBot because my session got expired during the show. Oops. And my nerd is going to be victorious, and
Sword in the Stone is still in the game someplace. Not someplace. Yeah. There's a location where it's located. I just forget exactly where it's located.
Isn't it on top of a mountain somewhere?
It's in the Easter eggs forum category. So
Yeah.
if you go look at the Easter eggs, it'll tell you where that is. But meanwhile, going to close this out and pick ourselves a wiener. And Torque,
Maynard getting the streamer
congratulations.
bundle. And then game key giveaways are being closed, and Vovanov is going to be getting a copy of my Steam key, and Vovanov is going to be getting a copy of Banner of the Maid. Because Vovanov wants to fight under Joan or something like that. And I believe that Amazon actually has a documentary on women warriors, and one of the things talks about Joan of Arc. Banner of the Maid,
But closing out
turn-based,
the final giveaway.
set in an alternate French Revolution as
And
the young
Jigoku.
Pauline Bonaparte.
Jigoku, you're going to get yourself a copy of One Lonely Outpost on Steam. One Lonely Outpost. And that is currently $19.99 on Steam, going out to Jigoku. It is an early access game. So yeah, I'm not too keen on early access, but you know what? It is what it is. And it's a free $20 game for Jigoku, who's got one heck of a library thanks to her watching Lunch with Laz and Jack and winning all the game keys that she wins around here.
Oh yeah.
10Q, 10Q. You're welcome. You're welcome. Always. And of course, as always, we will be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN, bringing you the latest news and information. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
I'm Homer.
And we are NBNN. Special thanks to Conjurer today for showing us that. And of course, we'll see you all tomorrow.
Yes. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.